What are some of the tools that people can use to break bad habits that are not related to the phone? Just because we've already covered those.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people who have trouble, craving sweets,
Sure.
late night eating. Tough one. That's a tough one. When I'm craving like some sour candy type flavor, that's a tough one. I usually can manage to just wait it out.
Yeah.
But that's my vice.
Sure.
People have, they've got their stuff. What do you suggest?
So we just went over 4 things that make habits stick. You make it obvious, attractive, easy, satisfying. To break habits or to decrease the odds that a behavior is going to occur, you just invert those 4. So rather than making it obvious, make it invisible. Don't keep junk food in the house, unsubscribe from the emails, whatever. Reduce exposure to the thing that triggers it. Rather than making it attractive, make it unattractive. This is the most difficult one for bad habits. It's not, I would say it's the last place you should probably focus, because once you learn that the sweet tastes good or that a donut is tasty, it's hard to rewire your brain to think something different. You would need to, I'll give you an example of it in a minute. But so rather than make it attractive, make it unattractive. Rather than making it easy, make it difficult. Increase friction, add steps between you and the behavior. I've heard from people who take the sweets and they put them on the highest shelf in the garage. So then they have to walk all the way out there and climb up to get them. You still know they're there. You can still get it, but you're just trying to find ways to increase friction. Say you want to smoke. If you have a pack of cigarettes on the table in front of you, that's really low friction. Like, you need a lot of willpower to resist that. If the closest pack is 3 miles down the road at the grocery store, you still might get in the car and drive there, but it's a lot more friction. And then rather than making it satisfying, make it unsatisfying. Usually that's about having some kind of immediate consequence to the reward. You can manufacture this in some ways. Maybe you start like an agreement, I was just texting with my friend Brian the other day, and he wanted to get in shape. He really felt like he wanted to lose these last 10 pounds. And so he hired a trainer, and then he wrote up a contract between his trainer, and his wife. And if he did not hit his weight check-ins for the next 3 months, then there was some reward for his wife. She got like $1,000 to go shopping or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but something. And then if he did hit it, then he got like $1,000 to go to the football game or whatever. And the point is just that there's now some kind of immediate cost to the action that previously did not have it. So it's just an inversion of the 4 laws. And again, for both of these, building good habits and breaking bad ones, you don't need all 4 of these things at the same time. But the more that you have these levers working for you, the more likely it is that you're going to get the outcome that you want. To go back to the point that I had earlier about making things unattractive is difficult. The only way that I have really seen it is if somebody kind of gradually changes their identity. Sometimes it can be rapid. Like, let's say you read let's say that every morning you go down and you make some toast and jam for breakfast. And then you read a book that convinces you that carbs are the devil and grains are terrible. And you're like, oh, I don't want that at all. Now I'm not going to eat toast for breakfast anymore. So now you've flipped this switch in your mind. You see the loaf of bread, and instead of thinking breakfast, you think, oh, that's something I don't want. That's one example of how it could be made unattractive.